Being Black with ADHD means living at the intersection of racial and neurocognitive misrepresentation, right? So the symptoms of ADHD, restlessness, impulsivity, inattention, are easily pathologized when read through Black anti-Black stereotypes, right? Laziness, aggression, or even defiance, right? So instead of being identified as neurodivergent, many Black people are disciplined, criminalized, or dismissed. And I might argue, as a Black man, it is even much more dangerous. I remember this time I was doing this competition, like this is the top international law competition in the world. We were playing this university from Australia, and Australia wins a lot. My university has gotten to the finals, but we've never won. And I remember in my mind, I was just like, oh my God. And I went up and I did a very bad presentation. Mind you, I went as the best oralist from my university. In the regional thing that we did, in the Caribbean and so on, I won the award for the best oralist. So by all accounts, and Or Memorial was very strong. Like Or Memorial was scored in like almost the 90s. So we went in with a strong memorial, which is your written pleadings, as well as, the two best oralists on the team, on the thing. And I did very badly. I didn't do bad enough because, even at my worst, I'm still better than a lot. But I didn't do as well as I could. And one of the reasons was I was speaking in a different way. I essentially capitulated to whiteness, right? I had capitulated to whiteness. I tried to present a version of myself that I thought the bench of judges would appreciate. And it cost us that match, right? And I say this to say, and after that, my coach said to me, he said, listen, the reason you're on the team is because we want you to be yourself. Fidget if you have to, but communicate how you communicate and be yourself. And I feel like that was an experience that changed my life dramatically. I have always been myself, but there were times when I would capitulate to whiteness or capitulate to what I thought people wanted or what people considered to be professional, right? And I played into it because, listen, I was just trying to make it in life, and that's what they said. And being a Black man, even how people think of you, sometimes it can affect how you present yourself to the world. And I tell people all the time, my superpower has been the fact that I have had ADHD, because when I capitulate to whiteness or when I have tried to present a version of myself that is not the real version has always been when I was aware. But having ADHD often makes me unaware. Right. And so I often tell my friends, like, if I don't have any medication, listen, the jig is up. Right. But the point I want to make is that coloniality compounds this experience for people. Right. Western psychiatry historically constructed normality through white middle class behavior. And so it means that the diagnostic criteria and also the treatment models do not fully capture how ADHD presents in racialized lives that are shaped by structural stress, by surveillance and economic precarity, which was a real thing for me. And so even when diagnosed, Black people often face disbelief. People just do not believe we have ADHD. They just think it's something that's just wrong with us. It's our Blackness that's the problem. From teachers to doctors or even family members, because the idea of a Black person having a medicalized attention disorder is still seen as sort of incongruent with the myth of Black resilience. So here we also have the Black resilience issue coming up. So being Black with ADHD isn't just about managing symptoms. It's navigating a world that constantly misreads those symptoms through a very racialized lens. These people are in the gym making noise. And so it requires us inventing our own forms of structure, care, and self-recognition outside systems that were not built to serve us clearly. So to all my ADHDers, my Black people, and I feel like Group 7 is low-key the ADHD folks, we're superheroes. We are superhuman, and that is who we are. And I love you all. If you have ADHD, be happy to reach out to me. I'm happy to chat. And yeah.